Good, because we're live, ladies and gents, boys and girls, and everyone else, cats and dogs, whatever. This is the Jory and Preston show. I'm Preston.
And I'm Jory, and I shaved.
I did not. I haven't shaved in a while. Ever since my work says we don't got to shave anymore, to a degree. I was like, yeah.
Whoa! So they let you guys keep your beard at the morgue?
Uh, yeah. I mean, if you think about it, it's not like the clientele's gonna really care.
Yeah, I don't know what I was tripping in the beginning.
Old school.
Besides you finding all your dates there, I mean, it's pretty much a straight shop.
It was already dark to begin with, and you had to make it that much darker. So you're drinking Snoop wine. First of all, where do you even find? And maybe it's everywhere. Snoop Doggy Dog wine.
Yeah, it's everywhere. And guess what, guys? I'm out.
Yeah, you're parched there. You got nothing left.
Yeah. I mean, these things ain't collector's coins, all right? You don't buy them to collect them. You buy them to drink them.
What was that? The court? I don't think you're supposed to chug wine.
Carry on.
Carson, I don't think the goal is to chug it like it's soda.
I think the goal is like my grandma said, to get it in me. That's the goal. All right. How it happens, that's none of your damn business.
You don't do like the whole swirl and sniff and gargle.
I do that in the beginning when I start drinking, when the kids around, but when it get late like it is now, they sleep. Oh, I do it like I like to do it.
How many kids do you have, Preston?
About 17.
That's not true. I mean, 12.
Including you. I mean, shoot.
I do call you Dad. I don't know.
We got a great show for you guys. And listen, I know we always say that, but this time it's the truth. Okay,
we're not lying. This one time.
All right. I mean, Jordan's got some ridiculous movie. Y'all know, y'all always on my side with that one, with the movie.
No, they're not. No.
You're
the one defending bad Netflix movies and then hating on classics. So yeah, okay. I think I'm in the majority here.
Well, I'm much like the wrestling fans. I don't give a damn about the past. I like now.
Uh-huh. There's a reason they don't make them like they used to.
Yeah, they make them better.
Yeah, okay. We'll fight about a movie here pretty soon. You want to fight about wrestling or you want to fight about movies? What do you want to fight about first?
Wrestling.
So me and you were talking a little bit ago off air. What's the best show currently going today? What are you, Preston? Are you still sticking with WWE? Are you an AEW guy? Hell, are you a Ring of Honor or MLW or NWA? Or we've got options now. Can't say we don't have options like we didn't have a decade ago. Impact's an option. What's tickling your wrestling feather?
I got to be honest with you. I wanted to go against the grain, but I'm just like everybody else right now. Boy, AEW lit. AEW lit. Look, they got the flips. They got the chicks with the hips. They got Sting. They got Shaq. They got Cody. Man, listen. AEW got everything. They got interracial stuff. Brandy's pregnant. I mean, it's the world is better at AEW. What's going on at WWE? Y'all want to see Fiend? His ass ain't nowhere around, huh? I mean, they finally gave you Edge a year after you asked for it. Oh, what? They still playing around with DB? Oh, they treating Kofi like he ain't shit again. I mean, guys, people, it's nothing to even argue about. AEW, New Japan, everything else.
Yes, I forgot about New Japan. New Japan is definitely something that a lot of people are loving recently as well. I have a surprise for you.
What's that? You gonna pay me that $5 you owe me?
No, and I'm pretty sure you owe me 12, but that's besides the point. I'm actually going to disagree with you. As much as I love AEW, and it's the only show that I don't think I've missed legitimately since day one. I've seen every Dynamite episode. I attended their Beach Blast or whatever it was called last year with DDP. I love the fact that it exists. I love the fact that it's out there. It's another area for men and women to get employed. It's something different. I've heard the atmosphere is a lot nicer. No one's yet, as afraid of Tony Khan as they are of Vince McMahon stepping on his toes in case they sneeze the wrong way. But if you talk about quality and just, I think the most consistent product, I'm going NXT. I'm going the Wednesday Night Wars are alive and well, and NXT's the one. Too often, hey, first of all, I let you speak without laughing. Let me speak now. The Wednesday Night Wars every week. They're the two shows I look the most forward to. Raw's on right now, and there's a world title match, and I'll maybe get to it later if I have time. NXT is the night, and we're spoiled because they're both great products, but often enough, I find myself more sucked in with the talent they have on NXT. This is the cream of the crop of talent, man. And I'm sorry, I'll take Kyle O'Reilly, who's right here. Hi, Kyle. And Finn Balor, who's also sadly near me somewhere, over like a Pentagon and Kenny match. I really do.
I
like that more believable, hard-hitting style than I do of just, I don't even know what the hell you're doing right now.
I'm waving my hand like I'm in class.
First of all, you're not doing this, whatever that is.
Well, I have to hold it low enough so you can see it through the camera, or else I just look like this.
Okay, you know what? You made a good point. I see you're selling it for the camera. Good point. You are a true performer. I'm just saying, man, at the end of the day, I'm not just being contrary. I love AEW. I love that it exists, and I look forward to it every week. But NXT, I think, consistently builds sometimes better characters than AEW. They seem to jump the gun a little bit here. And, like they've dropped the ball with Miro. They've dropped the ball with a couple of people here. The Sting return has not been what I wanted it to be. I'm sorry. And NXT's doing some good stuff there, man.
My turn. One, you sound just like the Marks back in the old days, like a couple years ago. Remember when Sting and the Dudleys both debuted the same night and everybody popped for the Dudleys? And what was y'all excuse? Oh, well, I've seen Sting before. Well, where'd you see him? The same place you seen the Dudleys. Okay? You guys are crazy. Two, you want to talk about...
That's not a fair comparison.
Let me finish. You want to talk about jumping the gun a little bit? Any person who ever came from NXT has been treated like trash the moment they got on the roster.
That is not my point to make.
I'm not finished.
You're not. That's not saying my point's not invalid though.
Okay, you're right. Now, how about this? Now you say, "Oh, I'd rather watch NXT," but who are you going to watch? Some really good guy against some guy he's going to beat? Or let me guess, are they setting up for the program for Killer Cross to wrestle a mosquito or something like that? Just let me know. I know, because dude, on the roster right now, gun to your head, and if after they kill you, they're going in the rest of your house to kill everybody else if you don't lie. Tell me right now who's beating Killer Cross for the title right now. 5 seconds.
He's not the champion. Finn Balor's the champion. What are you talking about?
Oh my God. He's going to get the title, and who's going to beat him? They don't have anybody on the roster, sir.
First of all, that's not true. Finn Balor could beat him. Adam Cole could beat him. Kyle O'Reilly could beat him.
Adam Cole is a $125. This is not.
Oh, I'm sorry, Preston. What are you 1980s guy over here talking about size?
He's a $125.
Out fasting.
He's a $125, and he just lost all his muscle.
Okay, you're hating on Adam Cole. Adam Cole's one of the best going today.
Yeah, listen, not talking about this. How is he winning his matches for the last 12 years? Is it with his is he what? Is it not with the gang mentality, sir?
Actually, if you obviously you're not even watching, considering
nobody's watching, sir.
He just dumped O'Reilly.
Yeah, well, nobody. I just told you that everybody, it's over. But I seen it on Facebook. Nobody's watching. The ratings tell you nobody's watching.
That's statistically, you're just spouting off non-facts. It's actually the ratings are usually very close. So
they're very close in a losing effort, sir. What did Ricky Bobby say?
WWE lost to WCW how many weeks, and who won the war? So I mean, you can't really.
But Vince was behind WWF or whatever. He ain't behind NXT.
Which is why it's so much better. It's
ask Bobby Roode. Ask Eric Young. I mean,
you're actually proving my point. Thank you.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You're basically
No,
saying
look,
they were
Eric Young was
WWE, but they were treated well in NXT.
Eric Young was never treated correctly at all, ever.
That's not true. He's never complained about his time in NXT.
You're right, because he's got a show on Animal Planet, a pocket full of money, and he's getting a check.
That Animal Planet show hasn't been on in like 14 years.
If we're talking about talent, you said something about talent and Adam Cole and this and that. You don't tell me Eric Young ain't just as good as Adam Cole, baby.
He was still a part of the show. You could argue that, but he was still a part of the show. I'm saying he didn't have a bad run, and if he wasn't taken to the main roster, he could have maybe been a world champion. But
sir, he had a bad run. If I got Usain Bolt on my racing squad, and I'm not using him, or I'm using him as like in the wrong spot, I mean, dude, that's a bad run.
No, because if you look at it, see, here's the thing: you're sounding like a mark now, because you're basically saying Eric Young's great. Why can't he do more? Not everyone can be the world champion. You got to give it time. If he had been around longer, he probably would have had his run. But he came at a time where there was more people. There was Ciampa, there was Galloway, there was so many people that they got ahead of him. But it's all not like he got ignored like he does on WWE.
Okay, sir. Now
he's actually, funny enough, he's actually doing the exact same thing he's doing right now in Impact, which is leading a stable that's strong, but more in the mid card. So he's actually just as good right now as he is booking wise at NXT.
So you're sounding like a mark, sir. So you said that stuff about he needs to wait more time and this and that. Time like Ciampa? Time like Johnny Gargano? So the fans want him there. The fans want him on the main card. He's good enough to be on the main card.
What does the main card have to do with my point? My point's got nothing to do with the main card.
I'm telling you, talent is okay. You keep hanging up on the main card word.
You said it 3 times. I didn't.
You're right, but you keep stopping my point. You keep stopping my point to hang up on that. So how about this? There's no such thing as Raw and SmackDown. People on NXT or whatever, it's going to be a really good wrestler having the belt for forever against guys that are not going to take it. And that's the main thing with NXT. Forever.
Okay, you say that, but yet, what have we been seeing on AEW? Did you really think Eddie Kingston was going to defeat Moxley? No. Did you really think Phoenix was going to defeat Kenny? No. That happens, man. People go on runs because it's not a flip-flop title.
Oh my God!
Yeah, there's times where that happens.
Now let me finish. You're talking about a show that's been on for 2 years, and NXT has been doing that since FCW, since 8 years ago. So I mean, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but it's not the same. I see what you're saying, but it's not the same. I see what you're saying, but it's not the same. you guys have been doing that same thing for years. And
actually, I could actually argue that to a degree against what I'm saying, because they sometimes actually do go with the hotter, newer guy. If you look at McIntyre's, hold on. If you look at McIntyre's run as the champion, Andrade's run as the champion, they were super hot, and their title runs were not that long.
So you're talking about a guy that was already hired and called the Chosen One. So that's the dude you're saying that didn't say that don't got to stay on NXT that long.
You're nuts. You're absolutely nuts if you think McIntyre's story isn't wonderful and beautiful. Okay, a guy.
You're changing my point.
Because you just made fun of he's a chosen one. Of course he's gonna.
No, I'm not. I'm making fun of you. Your point. You brought up a guy that was called the Chosen One.
Okay.
And that he didn't stay on NXT that long. Well, duh. He was barely supposed to be on there.
He was called the Chosen One like a decade before he got fired.
You're right. But what is NXT for? It's not for guys who've been here before. It's for up and comers. So he wasn't.
That's not necessarily true. It's for guys that are just starting with the company, whether it's been the first or second time. Look at EC3. Look at Ty Dillinger. Look at him. Look at LA Knight. They've all back to NXT first because they're finding out what to do with them, and it's no longer a place for necessarily just the new starters. That's why they're probably going to debut a new show pretty soon with the Evolve name, because that's probably going to be more about the first timers. And NXT sometimes has really just become a great, a superior indie almost to a large degree. That's why I love it, because that's where you get to see Cameron Grimes and Danny Burch and all these just tier A talent.
So you want to argue with me about the Eric Young and Johnny Gargano being neck to neck? That's arguable. But Danny Burch is tier A talent.
I absolutely think so. Yeah, first of all,
All right, let's change the subject. Let's change the subject.
RPW alumni.
That's
just
fine.
like
That's
you.
what we can change the subject then. Because like that's like me trying to explain Beethoven to a dog. If
that's extremely rude.
Sir, if Johnny Gargano and Eric Young are if it's arguable that they're close, but Danny Burch is, I mean, what is tier B then?
Oh, okay, fine. I mean, if you want to get super semantic, okay, fine.
No, I just heard your words.
Fantastic.
I just heard your words.
You're nitpicking against the first name that came to mind, because he's kind of a friend and he's a wonderful talent, and you've been in the same locker rooms as him, sir.
I understand that, but I'm not saying he's better than me. He's better than everybody on both our locker rooms. But what I'm saying is like on NXT, you said top tier talent. Come on, brother.
Okay, fine. You want me to get technical? Want me to give it a little more thought? Fine, I will. I'm just spatting as little as you are.
I know, but when I did that, I was in trouble. I was wrong. When I was free, I was wrong.
You called me and I called you out. All right.
Thank you. But look, I'm just saying, bro. Like I just think like a lot of those guys should have been in and out. Keith Lee should have been in and out. Nakamura should have never touched the foot in there. Nakamura should have never. Well, that's a whole.
Okay, first of all, again, I feel like your argument has nothing to do with my argument now, because you're basically saying they're too good for that show, but that's where I'm saying the show's really good.
No, but well, listen. All right, let me look on that point. They are too good for that show, but they're not in there with somebody who's also really good. They'll be in there with like somebody who's not that good, and then until the last match when they lose it, like hence Samoa Joe versus Nakamura. Hence a Sammy.
Well, that was my point I was just about to make. You're telling me that the matches Nakamura had with Baylor and Joe, and even want to throw back to your boy EY that you seem to be celebrating for. They've always had a great roster, full of great main eventers, mid-carders, openers, tag teams, and women. NXT is still consistently one of the best women's division as well. Way better than AEW. No offense, AEW they've not dropped the ball in the women's division. They've kicked it down the street and across the room.
Sir, I will say this. Can you honestly say that WWE is not known for handcuffing, holding back, holding down, drowning down, watering down their talent?
Stop using
yes or no?
WWE. Yes, but that's not the company I am waving the flag for.
Are you nuts?
That is the company. It's not the show. It is not the show. It is run by different people. I don't even know if Vince watches NXT half the time. Look at how Keith Lee was treated. He went from top tier NXT to a guy that he had to cover up for some fucking reason and put on different music. They took away everything that made him fun. You know what I mean? Bobby Roode lost his juice. Nakamura was a main eventer and then a whatever. So you can say WWE handcuffs people as part of your ploy to knock my show. My show's still great and run by the right people.
No, it's not. Your show is every match. Your show is every match is Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston. Until the last call up, until everybody knows he's going to be called up.
That's your show. I don't even know what you're talking about now.
No, I know, but that's one match. I'm talking about that match is your whole show. Like everybody knows Kushida's going to beat this person. Everybody knows this. The tag, like that's, you know what I mean? Like,
okay, let's do this. You talk for a second. I'm going to bring up something.
I don't want to hear what the Marks got to say, buddy.
No.
All right, but what I'm saying is, the whole show is Ambrose versus Eddie Kingston. Like I guarantee you, we can do a live thing next week with NXT, and you'll know what's going on. There'll be no swerves. There'll be nothing. You're just waiting for Killer Cross to hurt somebody or somebody take a crazy bump. I mean, AEW's killing it. Hey, Impact's even killing it now.
I'll give a lot of people credit. I don't think any show right now is not. You'd argue if you really want to hate on Raw or SmackDown, but AEW, Impact, Ring of Honor, they all offer something really good. Ring of Honor, I think, has done a great job
Yeah.
since the pandemic because they've gone more old school. They've gone, all right, what can we offer that's different? And they've gone more with the pure rules and like they offer a really truly alternative, just kind of like in a separate way NWA was before the pandemic, offering you a really true alternative.
Yeah, and I like the ROH matches now because a lot of them they're actually ending in good finishes. You know what I mean? It's not just
Yeah.
whole bunch of super moves and then a roll up, and then you guys talk crap up the ramp. Like now, it's actually giving you finishes to where you either feel like you got closure or you want to see more. Versus the okay, he won the roll up or something crazy. Like I actually enjoy that type of stuff. Because you can suspend your belief a little bit easier. You know what I mean? When everything's making sense to the old eyes and the brain.
I've always been, but that's one of the reasons I first really started liking Ring of Honor is because you're not going to find a lot of bullshit there. And there was a while where they were starting to become bullshit like everyone else. Like there was starting to become, I saw an episode one time. Sadly, I think 2 out of 3 of the matches on the TV show ended in DQs, and I was like, "Oh, this is not what I loved. This is not the reason I came into Ring of Honor. I came into Ring of Honor because it was great matches with relatively clean outcomes." And all of a sudden, we were missing that.
Yeah, and you know who else will give you that though? Especially what you just said, the last part, New Japan. Like it's pretty much. I mean, it might be a 45-minute match, but you're gonna get what you came for. You know what I mean?
All right, Preston, you ready to look at something here?
Here we go. Yep.
Let's look here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look. If you were watching with your remote last week on television, bam, beginning of the show, I can either watch Dexter Lumis and Johnny Gargano in a great 14-minute match that has storyline and is leading to something. Or what am I going to watch? Moxley defeat Dolph Ziggler's reject brother in less than 3 minutes. Easy decision. What else you...
I mean, that was storyline there. The champs revving back up. Yeah.
We've seen it, man. We've seen Mox have the 3-minute matches here. Mox has also disappointed me, man. He's like he can't have a normal match. Him and Omega, one of the best wrestlers out there. Needs a
we've seen Johnny we've seen Johnny carry a couple bodies for 15 minutes as well. Okay.
Up next, Io Shirai, one of the best women athletes out there, defeating Zoe Stark in 8 minutes. A great new up-and-comer we haven't seen much on television. What do we have? We have another match, Brian Cage and Ricky Starks versus the Varsity Blondes. I love Starks. He's been underused. Brian Cage has been kind of underwhelming. And the Varsity Blondes...
Oh, stop it!
Oh, on this show, he has been.
No, what has Johnny Starks done besides be a Walmart version of Rock?
First of all, you're dissing your own show, so thank you.
No, I don't like Johnny Starks, bro. I don't care.
Ricky.
Johnny Starks is not
Ricky.
He's not the move. Ricky Starks.
Ricky.
You don't need to know his name. He won't be around next year. But
yeah, he will be. He'll be a bigger star than Brian Cage.
I guarantee you, he won't. The other two guys you just talked about, they're up and coming. We haven't seen a lot of them on TV, huh?
No, that was fine. I almost will say that's almost evenish to a degree. Xia Li and Casey Catanzaro. It's a story thing going on there, but at the same time, we got Hager versus Cutler. I'll take Xia Li over Casey. This is way more interesting than Hager. Who, come on, have you ever been excited for a Jake Hager match? I don't think so. Grizzled Young Vets, one of the greatest tag teams, taking on a really fun tag team of Drake Maverick and Killian Dane. What do we got over here? Nyla Rose and Britt Baker. Again, here's a weird thing AEW does. Britt Baker and Nyla Rose, fantastic competitors. I'm not rooting for one over the other here, though. I dislike them both as far as
all right, you gotta stop it. You have to stop it. I mean, dude, look, I'll give you the Jack Hager match, and especially the Brandon Cutler. Like, yeah, I'll give you that. But the Nyla Rose and the Britt Baker, come on. That's a transgender minority. They're breaking down. I mean, they're breaking down walls. You can't even hate on that. Technically, you can't even hate on that.
I'm talking about point A, you're talking about point B. I said they're both extremely talented, but the way they book these matches sometimes, they do a lot of face, a lot of heel. What I'm saying here is Nyla defeating Britt Baker just leaves me cold. Even if it's a decent match technically, I'm cold on it because I'm not really rooting for Nyla to defeat Britt Baker because as far as I know, they're both heels. So I'm just there like, all right, it's a match for a match's sake. Unlike, NXT where I'm clearly going for Drake and Killian over the grizzled young vets. There is no fight of who I'm cheering for here. And then finally, a man that for some reason you keep throwing out there as unstoppable or whatever, a fantastic brawl and a fantastic fight with Karrion Kross and Santos Escobar, who's also been fantastic in 15 minutes. And what do we have on AEW Dynamite?
All right, guys. All right, look.
Which was cool. I like them too, but it was a mix of styles. It was not as compelling. One segment on that show I would say was close or tied with NXT. Every other segment, NXT all day.
All right, look. I don't even fuck what you talk about. You keep giving these guys, these regular guys who probably not gonna be around in 2 years, these names.
That's not
fantastic. True. Bro, that Escobar dude, and I've watched him. You got to stop. You have to stop.
No, the matches he's been putting on with Swerve, there's a reason he's a Cruiserweight champion. Cruiserweight title, unfortunately, gets overlooked.
With Swerve?
But they're always great matches.
Me and your grandma could work a 5-star match with Swerve.
That is true. Swerve's fantastic.
Next thing you're going to say is, he's had a great match with Gargano. Like, come on, guys.
Gargano and Santos would be a great match.
Yeah, because Gargano would carry him. You would watch Gargano fight this box over here I would too. But my point is this. We all know that Escobar dude ain't going to be nothing on NXT and on any roster, bro.
Not talking about the other rosters.
Well, he's not going to be nothing on anything. He's not even NXT North American champ. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah, he's a Cruiserweight champion. It's a different title.
He's not going to be anything. We know that. This is just a flash in the pan to get my boy some TV time, and then Killer going to go on a bigger and better thing. All right, make me a bet right here online. Make me a bet that Escobar won't do anything.
Oh, they won't do anything? Absolutely, I'll make you that bet. Just like the other bet. I'll bet you right now. What was our bet between the other two guys? We talked about someone before where you're like, he won't be bigger than him. And I disagree. So we disagreed on a lot. Yeah, I'll definitely put money on the line for that.
I'll bet $50 on this right now in front of the people.
It's a lot of money, but sure. Okay, now what do you consider anything? Do you consider even like an IC title run? Nothing?
No. Listen. You get on there and you just get a bullshit win over somebody hot, even if they got another program going. I'll give you that. But I'm telling you, that Escobar dude. No way, Jose.
Oh, that Escobar dude, I'm more like Humberto Del Rio.
I will bet you anything that he don't get
handshake.
You got it. Oh my goodness, brother. Listen, if he get 2 title runs, I'll give you double. Okay. Like, are you nuts?
When he unifies the IC and US title, I'm buying drinks at the club.
It got to be just like it is. It got to be just like it is right now. COVID, where Apollo Crews getting like 20 minutes on TV. Now, if it's like that, yes. But we know if everybody was here, we would not see Apollo. We would not see Escobar.
Apollo had a really good SmackDown heel turn. Apollo might be going places again.
Yeah, but listen. I don't want you to misconstrue my point. He's doing a great job, and he will have a job because of this. And he will get everything he deserves now. But we wouldn't have seen it if everybody wasn't sick or scared to come to work. And that's my point. That's what I'm saying. When all this breaks back down, Vince's gonna have guys that are regular good, and he's not gonna need the Escobars and the what's the girl named Mia X? What the girl you like? She's on NXT. Mia X, Maya X, or something like that. It's some crap.
Zaya Lee, Mia Yim. I don't know. You're mixing like
yeah, both of them. Mia Yim. It's gonna be another one of those. You're not. No. By the time the old man gets to see you, he just gonna look at you in the back before he even know you're finished and be like, no. He gonna pull his glasses down and be like, No, like no, Escobar. No, what are you gonna have those 3 guys with you, and then the one little guy's a better worker than you?
It's 2 guys.
But I mean, yeah, but then the one little guy's a better worker than you.
I think they're all good workers. I've been a Mendoza fan since the Cruiser Classic.
They're all good because they're on NXT. But I'm just saying, we all know how it is up here. It's Daniel Bryan's and it's Johnny Gargano's, and then it's everybody else. You know what I mean? And like, you know, they're kind of, Vince is kind of looking for, dude, you can shake your head. Vince ain't looking for 3 motherfuckers to just come up here. Hey, I'm gonna give you the title.
Love Del Rio because he was capable in the ring. He could cut a promo and he was good looking. What is Escobar? Capable in the ring.
A little heavy set. The old
high is a kite. What do you mean heavy set?
He's a little chubby. Chubby in the face. Not no Del Rio. He's not no Drew McIntyre in the face. And if it was like that, due to your point earlier, the old man would have picked him up like he did Drew McIntyre.
Ladies and gentlemen, obviously Preston's been watching a different show. This man right here, if you're watching the video, is chubby-faced and kind of out of shape. What are you talking about?
Okay, now he's trying to put it into my words. Are we talking about Vince McMahon? Yes or no?
He is in great shape, though. What are you talking about? Yes.
Are we talking about Vince McMahon? Yes or no?
Yes.
He's not no Seth Rollins. He's not no Cesaro. He's not no, and that's, you just picked the best picture he had. I seen that. We seen the one where he was in the ring holding the shit, and there was a little bit of fat hanging over the tights.
Here's him holding the title. Looks great. Here's him holding the title.
Oh my God, he looks great to me and you. Yeah. Does he look great to the old man, sir?
Yes.
Is he big? Is he big to the old man? Is he handsome to the old man?
I mean, I don't know who he considers handsome, but I don't see how.
I know, but no, I'm just saying the type of guys who Vince picks up and likes and has this liking to.
Oh, you said Cesaro, and obviously Vince doesn't like Cesaro, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I know, but I'm talking about shape-wise, but Drew McIntyre's, the Shawn Michaels, the Diesels, the Baron Corbins, he's not that.
Baron Corbin's ugly, so like, you know, if he pushes.
But Vince thinks he's fucking the Beatles or some shit. I can't explain.
Probably Vince doesn't think he's the Beatles. He's a mid-card guy that gets in main event matches but never wins.
Yeah, but all right, come on now. We remember in the beginning, Vince said all the stuff he said about Vince. I mean, Vince said about Baron Corbin. Don't forget what really happened, just to make your point. Vince was high on him, high on certain guys, and they all have a certain. They all have a certain kind of height. They all have a certain attitude. They all have a certain whatever the fuck ever. And that can't be argued. I know you want to, but that can't be argued. Ever since back from Hogan to Drew, they all have a certain something. And I'm gonna be that. He ain't it. He ain't Shawn Michaels.
First of all, no one in the world is Shawn Michaels.
You got me there. And see, that's the thing, y'all. In TV land, y'all might not think that, but I don't mind admitting I'm wrong. He right. White boy right. White boy definitely right. He got me. He got me. That might have been a hate crime. He hit me so hard.
Oh God. So listen. Here's the weird thing about this argument. I love AEW. I'm glad it's out there. I look forward to seeing it on Wednesday. It is Shaq, and the Big Show debut was underwhelming, but it's gonna be fun. It was. They should have had Big Show pop out. They shouldn't have just been a weak ass press release.
Yeah, but at least we don't got to worry about Raw, watching Raw, and then Hogan come back and slipping the N-word on. I mean, nobody's perfect. That's what I'm saying, bro. No, tell me how many debuts was underwhelming at WWE.
Not only is nobody perfect, but Pobody's Nerfect. That's the name of tonight's episode. Pobody's Nerfect.
Carry on. You're winning. Carry on.
Here's a funny fact. We had more topics. It's up to you. We either go long or we can end this right here, because this first topic went way longer than I think either one of us expected.
I think we're gonna end it here. Listen, fellas, that's the thing about live TV. Let me tell y'all, we might have other stuff on the list, but when we start arguing for real
about what we're spending on that stimulus check, movies, we got to none of it because we were fighting about NXT and AEW.
And let me tell y'all something. I know y'all think, oh, they get together and do this. No, guys, we really be arguing with each other. Like, this is how we talk on the phone.
I had no idea what he was gonna say. He had no idea what I was gonna say. We might have agreed and not known, but he said AEW, which, you know, on a different week, there's AEW weeks that do win out for me. But lately, man, like, AEW has just, I don't know, man. I'm staying with NXT.
All I'm saying is NXT is like your stepdaddy. Like, I don't care how good you are, I'm always like my dad.
I mean, yeah, but what if all you know is your stepdad?
Nah, I'm always like my dad. I don't care if he beat my mom. I'm always like my dad.
I don't know. There's flaws here. There's some great stepdaddies out there.
No, wouldn't know it. Get out my house. Get off my mom. I'm always like my dad.
Get off my mom. Okay, that might be the episode of the name of tonight's episode. Either Pobody's Nerfect or Get Off My Mom.
Get off my mom. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Jory. I'm Prestin. He's the best ever at the everything, and I'm decent, and he lets me come around and hang out. So we got a show. So, ladies and gentlemen, please come hang out with us next time. Shout out to the Moors Network. Shout out to Real Pro Wrestling. Shout out to Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling. And shout out to you, because y'all could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but y'all was here.
And get off his mom. Thank you. Good night.